Hello dear students, welcome to another video of the video lecture series offered by the Postgraduate Department of English, Payyanur College, Payyanur. Today I am discussing the article titled The Voice written by Suresh Menon, which is included as the last chapter of your textbook Multiple Modernities Readings on Kerala, which is prescribed for the Kannur University UG English Common Course students as course 1A02 ENG. Suresh Menon, the author of the article, is a prominent writer, journalist and editor in India. He is best known for his writings on literature, cricket, art, politics and other related fields. The Voice is one such article which was first published in an anthology titled Where the Rain is Born, Writings from Kerala, edited by Anita Nair. The book is a collection of short stories, essays and poems written by prominent writers from the state in which they share their experiences related to Kerala. The article prescribed for a study titled as The Voice takes us through the journey of struggle that the legendary Malayalam playback singer K.J. Yeshudas had to go through in order to acquire the fame and glory that he enjoys today. In the beginning of the chapter, Suresh Menon, the author of the article, lists out several things that the Malayalis passionately follow: the game of football, the ideology of Marxism, the festivals of Onam, Vishu, Christmas, Ramzan, etc. He then describes Yeshudas as the golden thread running through all of this. The author says that if two Malayalis coming from entirely different backgrounds meet one another, there is only one thing that could bind them together. That is their love towards the songs of Yeshudas. This is why he calls Yeshudas as the common currency. He is considered as a part of the collective consciousness of Malayalis as a community. For every situation, there would be at least one Yeshudas song which every Malayali would get reminded of. Yeshudas has sung over 40,000 songs in different languages, which would include songs of innocence and songs of experience, to borrow the same phrase used by the author of the article. Suresh Menon also calls Yeshudas as the state treasure of Kerala. But the singer himself looks at his talent merely as a gift from God. He looks at himself as an instrument of a higher power. The singer feels that wherever he goes, the Malayalis of the Indian diaspora brings him love everywhere. The reverse is also true, says the author. That is, wherever a Malayali go, it just takes for a Yeshudas song to play through the music system for him or her to have this feeling of being at home. Just as it is said about the great sportsmen that they would never make a move that is incorrect, Yeshudas is also incapable of an ugly note, meaning he would never make a mistake when it comes to singing. Yeshudas taught himself Sanskrit and many other languages in which he sings. But during the 70s and 80s, when he sang Hindi songs, people used to mock him for his accent. But still, the singer was able to deliver some of the most memorable and evergreen songs like Jab Deep Jale Aana from the movie Chitchor and Nisagamapani from the movie Anand Mahal. However, the singer did suffer from some setbacks when he first started singing in Bollywood. Some of the movies in which he sang never released and some of them flopped. But it didn't bother the singer very much because his stature was always there in the South. In the South, the singer also maintained a healthy relationship with other famous singers like S.P. Balasubramaniam. Once, when he got a chance to perform with Yeshudas, SPB once said that it was a privilege to sing with this genius. The two famous singers shares a brotherly bond with each other. The singer has been enjoying this label of being the voice for almost 4 decades now, but he has never attempted to step out from his field of singing to enter into politics. This must be because Malayalis always want their cultural icons to be apolitical, to be away from all the political turmoils happening around. It is here that the author makes an important point. He says that the attempts made by the singer to break away from the religious barriers have contributed a lot in developing a secular atmosphere in the state of Kerala. Yeshudas was born a Christian, but he is strongly identified with Shabarimala and Lord Ayyappa because of his Hindu devotional songs. However, it is quite ironical to note that the singer was once denied entry into the holiest Krishna temple in Kerala. But the singer always handles such situations with a mixture of humility and humor. Yeshudas also wants his children to learn this value of humility. This is the reason why he always reminds his children that all the luxury that they enjoy today didn't spring out of nowhere. All of it was born out of his hard work. He says that he wants his children to have their feet firmly on the ground. He wants his children to be level-headed and to have a love towards parents and family. He also wants them to believe that only when we fear God will we be able to achieve true wisdom. The singer believes that it is all these values which made him survive through all the harsh experiences in his life. Yeshudas was born in Cochin on 10 January 1940. His first guru was his own father, Augustine Joseph, who was also once a popular singer and stage actor. The singer recalls how his house used to be flooded with visitors when his father was a popular singer. But when his father fell on bad days, the visitors also dried up. When they were in need of money and support, there was nobody to help them. Today, it will be difficult for us to imagine a world without Yeshudas, but it could have gone wrong because the singer's career seems to be built on so many chance occurrences. He once nearly had to drop out of music college because he didn't have the money to pay his fees. The first movie in which he sang, titled as Kalpadugal, directed by K.S. Antony, was also another chance occurrence because it was his friend Vaikam Chandran who was approached by the movie's director at first. And it was Vaikam Chandran who suggested Yeshudas's name, and that was how Yeshudas got selected. In his first movie song, Yeshudas sang about one caste, one religion, one God, which is quite ironical because during those days, because of his Christian background, Yeshudas was considered as an outcast in the field of Carnatic music. Here, the singer recalls an incident from his past during the days in which he went to Madras to build his fortune. During those days, he was so poor, he was starving, and he didn't have any shelter. This is when the doyen of Carnatic music, Semmangudi Srinivasa Iyer, gave him a shelter in his cart shed. But he was not allowed to enter into the house. There was also no chance of him being given anything that the family usually ate. It is quite interesting to note how, when years later the singer himself visited the house of Semmangudi after becoming a very successful singer, when he visited for the second time, he was given a choice of drinks. It was only when Chembai Vaidanatha Bhagavata placed a ponnade on him at a concert that the Brahmins of the classical singing community began to accept Yeshudas. The singer gives two different types of concerts, as a popular musician and as a classical singer. It is as if he is a leading player in both one-day cricket and test cricket. But the singer says that he is often criticized for making classical music too accessible for the common folk. But the singer himself takes it as a compliment. He says that if today an ordinary man is able to sing classical songs like Vatapi Ganapadim or Pavanaguru, then that is an achievement. This is perhaps one of the most important contributions made by the singer, that is, making classical music more popular by bringing in the technique used in popular music and also raising the standard of popular music by bringing in techniques from classical music. The singer also makes a critical comment on the sabhas that are being organized nowadays. He says that the organizers of these musical sabhas or concerts are not paying much attention to the music that is being displayed there. They are much more interested on the money that they would get out of the program. Towards the end of the chapter, the author of the article makes a comment on this famous novel written by Marcel Proust titled as Remembrance of Things Past. In that novel, there is a scene in which the hero of the novel is eating a particular kind of cake. And when he is eating this piece of cake with his coffee, the smell and the taste of the cake brings several associated memories into his mind. The author says that a Yeshudas song would do the same thing to the minds of Malayalis all over the world. It just takes a Yeshudas song to take them back home. Despite being so many things to so many people, Yeshudas looks at his achievements with a surprising degree of humility. He says that he is just like a child playing with pebbles on the sand with the vast ocean of music in front of him. With this, I conclude my lecture. I hope you have now understood the lesson. Thank you. Now let us move on to the question answer session. Question number 1. Who or what does the voice refer to? Answer. The voice refers to the legendary Malayalam playback singer K.J. Yeshudas, who is perhaps the most loved voice of all the Malayalis alike, irrespective of age, class, religion, and gender differences. Question number 2. What did S.P. Balasubramaniam say about his experience of performing with Yeshudas? Answer. When he got an opportunity to perform with Yeshudas, S.P. Balasubramaniam, another extraordinary singer from the South, felt that it was a privilege to sing with this genius. The two singers maintain a strong relationship with each other. Question number 3. What is the lesson that Yeshudas shares with his children? Answer. Yeshudas always reminds his children of his past and his struggles. He says that all the luxury that they enjoy today didn't spring from nowhere. All of it is born out of his hard work. Yeshudas, who believes that the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, wants his children to have their feet firmly on the ground. Question number 4. Who was Yeshudas's first guru? Answer. The first guru of Yeshudas was his own father, Augustine Joseph, who was also a popular singer and stage actor. Question number 5. What does Yeshudas say when asked about his singing technique? Answer. When asked about his singing technique, Yeshudas replies that I don't analyze my singing. He also adds that he only thinks about the way of singing only before or after a song. When he sings, he says he just gets carried away by the moment. Question number 6. Yeshudas nearly had to drop out of music college. Why? Answer. Yeshudas once nearly had to drop out of music college because he didn't have the money to pay his fees. Question number 7. How did Yeshudas get the opportunity to sing in film director K.S. Antony's movie Kalpadugal? Answer. K.S. Antony was seeking a fresh voice for his movie Kalpadugal and approached Yeshudas's friend Vaikam Chandran. But Chandran suggested Yeshudas's name, and that was how he got selected. Question number 8. What was the event that made the Carnatic musicians community accept Yeshudas into their fold? Answer. It was only when Chembai Vaidyanatha Bhagavathar placed a Ponnade on him at a concert that the Carnatic musicians community began to accept Yeshudas. Question number 9. What is the cricket-related comparison that the author uses to describe Yeshudas's two contrasting concert styles? Answer. The author says that Yeshudas gives two different types of concerts, as a popular musician and as a classical one. He uses a cricket-related comparison to describe this. He says that it is as if Yeshudas is a leading player in both one-day cricket and test cricket. Question number 10. The author notes two important contributions made by Yeshudas to classical and popular music. What are they? Answer. According to the author, the two most important contributions of Yeshudas to music is the raising of the standard of popular music by using classical techniques and making classical music accessible to the common folk by using popular techniques. Question number 11. Why does Yeshudas avoid recording movie songs during the December-January period? Answer. Yeshudas avoid recording movie songs during the December-January period, which is the musical festival season in Chennai. He does so because he is a sought-after performer in all the sabhas, and he also gets a bit angry and impatient while recording some of the movie songs. He wishes to keep his mind clear during the period. This is the reason why he avoids recording movie songs during this period. Question number 12. What analogy does Yeshudas use to describe his achievements? Answer. Talking about his achievements, Yeshudas says that he is like a child playing with pebbles on the shore with the vast ocean of music in front of him.